Western countries have become increasingly aware of the ethics and environmental impacts of production, sourcing, and consumption in recent years. This change in consumer patterns has meant that sustainability is now a key element in business success. This is now mirrored in the real world in the form of sustainable schemes such as Rainforest Alliance and fair trade. Numerous studies have detailed the willingness of consumers to pay more for fair trade products, coffee for example, with one study stating that an average consumer is willing to pay a 10% premium. Informing the consumer of such schemes with labelling is crucial, as it's been found that without it, consumers are unable to take into account the upstream impacts of the product. In order to analyse all aspects of sustainability, we project 9 average shopping basket items in Asda, Aldi, Waitrose and Sainsbury's. First off, Asda. They believe that protecting the environment and saving people money go hand in hand. It's a typically greenwashy slogan, however with regard to environmental sustainability, it does to an extent ring true. In recent months, Asda has teamed up with the circular economy experts WRAP in order to promote less wasteful living through their Love Food, Hate Waste campaign. In addition, since joining the Nature and Community Project in 2011, Asda's sourcing arm, IPL, has been able to ensure all Asda bananas are grown in an environmentally responsible manner. As impressive as this of course is, it could however be argued that Asda are far from leaders in social sustainability. The UK milk supply chain has been the focus of much controversy. Along with Morrison's, Aldi and Lidl, earlier this year Asda came under increased pressure to provide better support for their British dairy suppliers and increase the price they pay for milk. Though they did eventually cave, it was only after a series of large and very public protests by dairy farmers. Comfort can be taken, however, in considering Asda's plan for the future. Their sustainable goals for this year are encouraging. Though primarily focused on energy and waste reduction, targets have been set to increase the support for farmers and their families and ensure the sustainable sourcing of key agricultural commodities.
The second supermarket we looked at was Aldi. They say that the long-term success of their business depends on the raw materials of their products being sourced in a sustainable way. Work with suppliers to minimise the resource intensity of their products and the negative impacts of their production. Aldi was seen to have 8 of the cheapest items out of the 9, being an average of half the price of the other baskets, with the chicken being significantly cheaper than Waitrose. Although it was seen to be Red Tractor approved, meaning the products could be tracked back to the source. Red Tractor also means the chicken is from a safe and hygienic farm, all aspects of animal welfare are considered, and responsible farming methods are used to minimise pollution. Aldi achieves such cost cutting by stocking virtually all own branded goods, therefore there is no need to split profits with manufacturers. They also stock fewer lines than other competing supermarkets and therefore can buy in larger quantities, achieving discounts. Tesco's, for example, stocks 40,000 lines, whereas Aldi just stocks 1,350. So how does Aldi maintain sustainability whilst achieving such low prices? 45% of goods are produced in Britain and by the same people who supply other leading supermarkets.
Given Waitrose's high cost versus the other respective supermarkets we analysed, Waitrose has adopted the most environmentally suitable stance on food production and sourcing, and with this has come the detriment of sale prices. Given the sourcing of fruit and vegetables from over 70 countries, the Global Environmental Sourcing Support Outreach Programme in countries around the world is a priority for environmental sustainability. The Waitrose John Lewis Partnership initiated a pilot to bring financial and literacy training and access to bank saving accounts to factory workers in Delhi, whilst with the conjunction of with the charity of Migrant Help, the aim is to engage more than 1,000 farms, food producers and labour providers, who in turn will reach more than 1,000 workers. Moving to the supporting of homegrown industries, notably a variety of 50 types of British apples are available to be bought off the shelf. The reduction in use of pesticides on crops destined for our shops on apples has generated the 7-point plan for pollinators to be removed by the end of 2014. And alongside this, Waitrose founded the promotion of organic food farming to help protect and sustain wildlife, whilst organic food production and sourcing and improvement of productivity alongside the enhancement of the environment can be achieved.
Sainsbury's is the second cheapest supermarket in terms of price, at £14.35 for the basket. It has also scored high in previous studies in all 4 areas of sustainability. They have recently introduced their 000 stores where no waste goes to landfill, although this does rely on anaerobic digestion facilities, which have been shown to save 90% of resources. They have also become one of the world's largest fair trade retailers and have reduced packaging all their own brand products by 500 kilos a year by using cardboard cartons instead of cans. Animal welfare is also important for Sainsbury's. They say not just for the animal, but it can also improve productivity and food quality. The supermarket has banned the use of all caged birds from their own product ranges and have created their own RSPCA assured range, which stipulates strict regulations on all aspects of the hens' lives: environment, health, diet and care. Also, all of Sainsbury's cosmetics and toiletries are free from animal testing.
We found that Waitrose was by far the most expensive basket out of the four at £23.46, and Aldi being the cheapest at just £9. Initially, it would be thought that these two would contrast in sustainability. However, an independent assessor found that yes, Waitrose was the most sustainable, but Asda was by far the worst. Aldi was found to be relatively sustainable just above Sainsbury's. This shows that you can shop sustainably but also affordably, although overall it can be said that in order to be fully sustainable and encompass all pillars of sustainability, it will cost more.